Oh God, it's the song that's in this Uber, people. This is how my life be going. Reconnected. You know what? This phone get me on my daggone, what you call it? I was having a moment. I was trying to share the moment, okay? I didn't even take my creatine today. Thursday. Thursday. Thursday was a day. Thursday's been a day. Thursday has been a day. Thursday has been a day. So, my live got interrupted. I was trying to catch while I was in the Uber. It was funny because I recognized something today. I kind of recognized it before, but it was really evident today. It was like really like. So I joke and I say I don't have a poker face because I don't. I don't have a poker face. Like I just don't. I don't got one. You know. So you'll never catch me playing poker because I don't got a poker face, right? So, I was minding my business, mind my business, being responsible and, you know, practical and, all of those good qualities of what I am, who I am anyway, controlling the inner. I knew I was gonna come in the house and I could act up as much as I want in the house. I could shout, I could sing, I could do whatever the heck I want to do that needs circumferences. But it's time and place for everything. Thank you, Mamie Lee, for teaching that to me from a baby. The time and place and space for everything. It had to take me getting to this wonderful age of 42 to recognize it. But anyway, nonetheless, none of the less. None of the less. Oh. I was talking about my non-poker face. So, I'm walking about in my business and people see my non-poker face and they looking like, and I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to do. Because I can't hide it. Fucking, I done see my non-poker face. Okay, bye. And this lady looked at me. I don't know who she is. She looked like a whole voodoo queen that was in her work scrubs. But she was smiling at me. But she definitely she looked like she was not to be played with type lady. But she was smiling at me. She was just sitting right there, and she was smiling at me, and I was just like, oh my God. And so then I'm like, let me go the long way, which is my way of exiting my school. And so I walk, and I said, let me call my cousin, check on her, stuff like that, send her some good vibrations. She all right. She be all right. I love her. She got a beautiful heart. She cares, and then sometimes when you care a lot, you feel it's hurt by shit that you don't want to see happening. And I get it, that's where she's at. I'm just like, stop watching that shit because you can't do nothing about it. Like, you good. You in your home. You got your, and I know you don't want to ever use it, but shit, you prepared if you have to. You know what I'm saying? So shit, you good. You got food, you got clothes, you got your recreational marijuanas. Have a drink and watch something else. Like, we control these devices. Let's watch something else. But anyway, I think she got some company coming over, so she be alright, shit, girl. Well, I have some company coming over. Not just any company. So I remember about A week ago, something hit me very heavy, and it was scary a bit. It was such a heavy hit. It was a heavy hit. Um, because like I'm an artist, I'm an artist and I'm a creative and I'm an overthinker and I'm a creative thinker. My mind goes at 50,000 miles a second sometimes. And because of that, because I have been smitten before. I've been smitten before, but I think this is the first smittenness where there is uh, a equal smitting. I think I know you're like, wait a fucking minute. Why is this woman with this bright print on talking about smittenness? Hey, we're using English, right? What can I say? It's my best way of using English, okay? So yeah, and so when that hit me, I was just like, am I really ready? Like, okay, I know God. I've been like, okay, universe, I haven't been specific as in regards to individuals because I was just like, God will let me know, like divine will let me know, but these are the qualities. I got very specific with the qualities. Mainly the qualities. I didn't even get specific with anything superficial, people. I didn't get specific with the height. I didn't get specific with uh, the age. I didn't get specific with the nationality. I didn't get specific with any of those things yet. 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 I got specific with the characteristics. I got specific with the heart. I got specific with the mindset. I got specific with the actions. I got specific with um, those type of things. Those things that even, even, even in old age, those things don't go away. And they just don't go away. Those things don't go away. And even if, the mobility, but man. Anyway, let me tell you how the divine did me though. How the divine did me. The divine said, thank you for being very specific about the characteristics that you want. Thank you. Thank you for your specifications. But even though you didn't specify the height, and you didn't specify the weight, you didn't specify the nationality, you didn't specify the age, divine say, I know what you like. I know what you like. So, ta da 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 da. I was like, oh, oh, oh. Ooh. That is what I like, divine. That is. But is that for me? Is that mine? Is that for me? I want to touch it. Can I touch it? Is that for me, divine God? Divinity, is that for me? Divinity's like, that's for you. I'm like, really, for real. But I get confirmation, and when I get the confirmations, it's like I can't even deny the confirmations. They come in all different ways, dreams, and people. These people were confirmations today to me. The way they looked at me, I was like, y'all can see that. Y'all can see how I feel right now. That's how I was thinking. Like I couldn't even like hide it. I just like, let me just keep moving. Let me just keep the frick moving. I did a fill-in today, people. I know. I've been doing a lot of a lot of stuff. uh, anyway, um, I went through so many different emotions. Like I went through being bothered. I don't like, so I feel a way if anybody I care about is being bothered. Like I feel a way. I be wanting the vigilant, the vigilant of me, because there's a part of me that's very vigilant. Be wanting to be like, you messing with my folks, you mess, and I have to stop myself and realize that it's okay. And I had to say, what should I do? You know, and I was like, I'm just gonna pray. And so I just prayed because I don't know everything. I just know some things, you know. And so I just said, I'm gonna just give this to prayer. Because you don't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. I get I get how it feels when you're hurt. And I get how it feels when, you know, you had an expectation, and that's why I try not to have them. I really try not to have expectations. Like I had to learn not to have expectations, like to be present, to be appreciative, but like don't have expectations of this is how things must go, because like you just don't know. And I'm intentional, but I'm also I live a very what's the word I'm looking for? Paradoxal. My way of life is very paradoxal, where I'm very intentional. I know exactly, precisely what I want. However, I surrender to the divine because I'm like, hey, perhaps, perhaps God, you got a better plan. So, you know, but you, this is what I would like, but you got something better, God. I take that. I take that. I take that. I take that. Let me, you know, surrender like that. And in such a short, like I wouldn't even be where I am. I'm like looking around at my living room, and I'm just like, wow, like this time last year none of this stuff was here. This time last year I was trying to figure it out on my own. I went and I got all these clearances. I passed these tests. I'm going to accumulate this finance because I'm smart and I'm this and I'm that, but I would not sacrifice my principles for a dollar. And by me not sacrificing my principles for a dollar, was like, okay, what do I do? I really had to ask, like, divinity, what do I do? Where do I go? What am I supposed to be doing? And divinity was like, walk over there. And, you know, sometimes divinity doesn't give you the whole picture. Sometimes divinity just is like, wants you to know that you can trust divinity, you know? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk over there. And I went over to where the divine led me to. And when I tell you, it was so easy. And and it was mind boggling to me. Like I knew that that's where divine sent me because I already had the impulse to further my education. And I already had been to BMCC, and I was like, BMCC is where it's at. And I took a tour of the campus and everything, and but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. A big campus. It wasn't easy. And I was just like, okay, this is an option. All right. You know, but I had to figure out how to pay the application fee and this, that, and the other. And I was like, okay, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. How about pay this application fee? And I had already stepped away, and I still have the credentials, so it was not like, oh, I just gave up what I earned. But it was like, if this is not what God has for me to do, then I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to force. I'm not going to force. I forced my way into getting that into getting those credentials, you know, because I studied and I went through the whole hoops. Like I wasn't discouraged. I'm like, fingerprints, there you go. I was like, we need more. I was like, there you go. But and here's the thing: is people that gatekeeps the finance world. Your days are limited. What's for me is for me. You understand? Like this is not the first time that that opportunity has been presented to me. So now I know what it is. I don't know whether I'm going to renew that license or not. Maybe not, probably not. But when it's time for me to go into Finn, I'm gonna be there. Like you ain't gonna be able to gatekeep me because it's for me. But I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm not gonna rush it at all. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to be doing, and there's education for me to still gather. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna gather my education. I'm gonna educate myself, and I'm excited. I thought I would be finished earlier, but 2030 is the time where I'll have two. I have my honorary, and I'll have an actual one that I earned. Okay? And who knows? They might want to give me a third one by that time. They might be like, I might get another honorary. Uh, mm, mm, but anyway, like, mm, I followed the divinity, and it has been so much better. And I just thought, okay, great opportunity for me to get my education. The divinity is like, I feel like divinity is like, because you trusting, because you followed, there's so much more for you here. And I'm just like, initially I was like, oh hell no, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm a, mm-mm, mm-mm. Even recently after I said, okay, I surrender, I'm gonna be over here, and then everything is still just like, wow, wow. Do you know how long it took for me to get my dad on a copy of my my GED diploma? Do you know they were refusing to give me a copy? You think I'm bullshitting you? I ain't bullshitting you. Bullshitting you. Bullshitting you. I'm gonna show you. Show you. Show you better than I can tell you. Show you better than I can tell you. Why? Why are you gatekeeping my degree? My degree. It's my degree. I earned this motherfucker in 2000, and you, when the motherfuckers want to act like no one gives it, because you don't like the fact that my brown behind then figured out your shenanigans. Is what it is. When I made some corrections to my political status, and I still have corrections to make. I'm only halfway there. I am a national, but I only got a 3-star passport card, and I gotta get 2 more stars so that they realize I'm not a threat. Why do you think I'm a threat? Hello, I'm a help. Stupid mother sillies. Duh. Obviously, I'm here to help you, mother freakers. Anyway, though, this is the proof. This is the proof, people. I kept it. I kept it. I kept it. I don't know whether I intentionally kept it. I think I kept it because I was going to remail it. So these are my legal documents, and a copy of my legal documents is on here. From the court. Okay? Copy of my legal documents is on here. This is my correction, me correcting my status with public notice. It wasn't a secret that I corrected my status. And as you can see, Supreme Court. Can y'all see that? Let me turn this way. So you can see. And this was 2016. 2016. I give these people certified proof that I have corrected my status. This is to the, see where that, state of education, right? State of education. Legal notice. Name declaration correction proclamation and publication. All right, okay, all right. Laws. These are laws. These are actual freaking laws, people. To the Department of Education in New York. just for my GED, a copy of my GED. They wanted a fee. Look. I ain't gonna show you all my stuff. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They wanted a fee. I gave them their fee. I let them know what my previous name was, so you can find me. Here's your money order. What they say? Provide court papers. Look, they received it. 2018. They had the court papers. Do you know they mailed this shit back to me? Do you know they mailed this shit back to me? Oh yeah. They said you ain't gonna get a copy of your degree. That was 2018? 2018. But I did my correction, obviously, 2011. Nothing you can do about it now. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. But they had a little wiggle room because when I do my thing, I think I did my correction 2011, corrected my status. So, they just thought, I was like the rest, everybody else and stuff. It was like, thought I was coming for crumbs. I'm not coming for no crumbs. I'm not coming for nothing. I'm just being who I am. I'm a living human being. I have the right to navigate my life. You're trying to usurp my rights. You're trying to speak and grab my rights with your fake ass contracts. And now that I got hip to the shit, you feel away. You feel away. You feel away. And now you're like, oh, Miss Bag, yeah. Leave me alone, because I ain't bothering you. I never was. Again, I'm here to help. That's what I'm here for. Here to help. So, they didn't give it to me. Now, I thought that was going to be a barrier for me going to school then. But somehow, it wasn't. You wanna know why it wasn't a barrier for me to enroll in college back in 2018, even though they refused to give me my GED then? Because somebody was on the inside and said, you know what? We gonna let you in any fucking way. Somebody, that's why I love us. I love us. I love us, love us, love us. And so I was able to go in, and I'm studying, and I was studying not my first time in college, but my most recent before this time in college. I was studying while living in a homeless shelter, working as a security guard. And I got a significant amount of credits. I got 42 credits. I needed 60 to graduate. When it got down to me getting those 18 last credits and stuff, here came my grown son. He might not have been grown at that time. Was he grown at that time? He was grown. He was 18. But still, to me, I was like, even though, the system says you're grown at 18, you haven't expressed the maturity of an 18-year-old, so I'm going to still stick my neck out here for you. And so that's been going on for the last 8 years, past 18. Because he's 26 now. And I'm just like, no more sticking mama neck out for you. I love you. Yeah, I want you to know that. I'm going to always encourage you to do the right thing. I come across some information, I will share it with you. I ain't going to be looking for it, though. And that's not what I'm doing. If it comes to me, I'm going to share it. I ain't looking for it. But anyway, something happened this year right here, where I said, let me get my daggone diploma. Let me go for it again. And when I tell you, timing is really everything. A professor said it so perfect. He said, he gets frustrated. But when he sees people like myself, he sees people like another student who's seasoned, and another lady, he's like, I can't give up because y'all ain't giving up. Like y'all could easily give. I can easily like it wouldn't, and I won't. I'm not saying that because I don't have the that in me. Even when my mobility is in the process of being recovered. Okay, even when moving sometimes is physically painful. There is something inside of me that doesn't allow me just to not move forward. It just keeps on. And what I've only realized or accepted is that timing. That's what I've learned is a timing. Timing is what it is. Sometimes you have to wait for the divine time to move full force forward, because it's not just a you thing, it is a collective. And if you just be patient and don't try to force, you will see it unfold. And I'm just like, oh, so now I have a copy of my diploma. Now I have a copy of it. I have a copy of it. I have a copy of my diploma now. And I know you're like, what that mean? What it means is that I have learned a lesson in life. And this is a lesson that doesn't just apply to getting a piece of paper. This lesson applies to having what is meant for you to have. Something is meant for you to have. If it's part of the divine plan for you to have it, it shall happen. You don't gotta force. You may have to prepare. And probably the before of you having it is preparation. And I have to recognize that as impatient as I felt these last few weeks, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay because what's for me is worth it. What I'm for is worth it. It's worth all of the in-betweens. So I just wanted to share this with the world and with myself. I'll come back and look at this, I'm sure, maybe 10 years, and I'll be like, I remember that day. That was the day. Like, I remember when it hit me, and I know you're like, what hit you? What hit me was the truth. What hit me was like, and I know I be joking and stuff. I don't be really joking when I be saying I'm smitten. I just laugh because the word itself is a funny ass word to me. I'm smitten, but that's how I feel. I feel like an old English poet, uh, poetic person. What do they call a person that writes poems? I can't even think of a bad word for that shit. But that's how I be feeling. You know how like Shakespeare was just so intense. Like that's how I be feeling intense. I be intense. Be feeling intense. And that's how I be feeling. So I use the word smitten. It says smitten. I'm gonna look back at this and be like, I remember that day. But oh yeah, so when it hit me, this is what hit me. What hit me was that this person is smitten back with me. And I kind of knew that a little bit. I didn't say I knew it because I really it's like I be seeing signs of smittenness, of reciprocity, of smittenness. I be seeing signs, and I can't even really share with you guys because you would be like, that ain't no song. No, 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 no. Like, when I tell you watch, I think they do more than watch. I feel like they not only watch, but they send their peeps to watch too. But I know this. See, my biological father was not around. But I've had well, not a lot, but I've had some really good fatherly men that gave me, I don't even want to call these diamonds, but they gave me something. They gave me priceless jewels and gems, and I will never ever ever forget. This brother told me in my early 20s. He was I don't know, was he a deacon of a church? I think he was a deacon of a church, And he was a good deacon. He was not one of those freaky deacons, and if he was, he wasn't messing with no young girls, okay? But he told me, he said, when a man is into you, he will watch everything you do because he wants to know and he wants to be sure before he makes a move towards you. And I never ever forgot that. He was serious. When I tell you he deposited that into my soul, he deposited that into my soul. I ain't never forget it. So I be watching motherfuckers that be claiming that they be liking me. I be studying them. Like, do you really like me? Because if you really like me, you be really paying attention, and you're not. So I don't think you really like me. You like parts of me. A lot of people like parts of me. They look cute, whatever. But what about all of me? And I feel like the person I'm smitten with is just like so complex and just like it's not hard to be smitten by this person. It's rather easy. But for them to be smitten possibly back with me, that's what hit me. It was like, oh shit. Like I would see, and I'm flattered. I'm blushing, but then like when it hit me, like seriously, like I was just like, I still have work to do. Like I still, like, oh shit, I sat the fuck down. Like I wasn't laughing then. I was serious. I was like, oh, word, okay. And then, of course, I allow self doubt to come and be like, "Girl, please, bugging out. That person ain't even think about you." That's what Brother Billy Carson say. Brother Billy Carson says they are uh, negative thoughts, something NT. I think ANT, automatic negative thoughts that your subconscious puts because your subconscious want to keep you safe. And this is brand new territory. It's brand new. It's brand new. It is brand of the new. It's brand new. It's so brand new. And I'm just like, wow. Like wow. Like it's one thing to imagine, and it's a whole other thing when it's unfolding, and you're just like, yeah, this is. I'm gonna continue being patient because like I just what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing, continue watching things unfold because look at all of this goodness that's happening and I can see it. This is not goodness that I'm just like, oh, that would be so nice. Like no, I'm looking at the evidence of the goodness right here, right now. Even me having this conversation is feeling like um it's feeling like deja vu. And deja vu been coming out a lot. And I'm just like, God, keep me on the right track. Continue to prepare me for this next chapter in my life, which I knew was coming. Like I knew, but I still was surprised when it came. I'm still surprised. Period. Like I'm still surprised with all of the premonitions and the visions and all of that stuff. I'm still surprised. Because like there's so many different when they say you got endless possibilities, you do have endless possibilities. And so I saw variations of things, like for example, I had an opportunity to take on a full-time job while in school, and I said, and it was easy full-time job doing something I have 8 years of experience in, and I said no, I'm not gonna do it. There's other things I need to do with me, and yeah, it would have given me a little extra finance to do the things that I need to do with me, but then I would have been exhausted, and then, mm, mm, mm. There's other folks, and no, I like where I'm at. So if you don't have a part-time position for me, I can't do it. I have to prioritize me. I'm not about to stress myself. And even though I would have been okay, I would have been okay, but I would have been tired. And yes, things may have happened faster than they're happening with this way that I'm going now. But the inevitable is the inevitable. And to be seen, that's how I feel seen, and I feel like divinity is supporting everything. And I see I see the difference around me, and I see the difference around them. I see the difference, like they just like like they know, and they I'm not, and they patient, and they just like, yeah, let me get this shit together. But they're more together. Like they're more together, and like they notice the same thing I noticed. So this is one thing I noticed. I noticed that shit that I was trying to do just was happening much quicker, and my diploma is one of those things. And I remember being stuck when it was like, okay, send me an email. Your diploma, we've made the corrections, and your diploma is on its way. And I was just like, what? Okay, did I do anything different than last time? Not at all. Matter of fact, I talked a little shit this time to the motherfuckers because I faxed them over everything. Oh, I can send this to you in a fax? Let me fax it to you. This machine got to be 100 years old. But it sure enough took my motherfucking papers to them. It said transmission okay. And I said, okay, machine. All right. Thank you. Mwah. And I don't know if I actually kissed the machine or not, but I was happy. I was like rubbing it, like, ooh, thank you. It's not 100 years old. I'm exaggerating, but it's old. And it works. And I was just like, okay, thank you. And I'm like, okay. And they're going to send me an email talking some bullshit. Like, I don't even know what they said, but they said some bullshit. I'm like, y'all really acting this petty over a GED? Over my GED? You acting this petty over my GED? Well, you know what? You want a hard copy? I'm going to send you a hard copy certified. I'm going to send it to you. So expect the hard copy where you could see and feel the raised seal of the court. Because that's what you need for yourself. To know that this is true, that this is real, that I have corrected my status and name, and it is illegal, lawful, and binding. This is what you need. You need to see it? All right, I'm going to send it to you. And they was like, uh, well, it's just part of our policies and our procedures. And I was like, whatever. And then they sent me an email back like, well, we got it and we've corrected and everything is okay now. And I was just like, okay. It was like, then they sent me another email because I didn't go check the mail fast enough to get it back. They was like, we got it back. Is everything okay? Everything is fine. I'm in school right now. God darn it. This is what prompted me to get this, and then to find out the school don't even need the shit. But still, it needed to be updated. We needed to do this. Yeah, she did need to update my daggone diploma. Yes, because I'm gonna get plaques. And I'm gonna put them all up because these are tools that allow me to show and prove to you that I'm competent in what the heck I do. Because I guess you were worried. You were wondering, can she do the task? Oh yes. Maybe not long. We really need a good partner, But the task will be completed. Okay? It's not from competency. It's from lack of support. You need support, okay? Competency is just part of it. The support is the other parts, okay? Hello. That's why they put support beams in a building. That's why a building has to have a strong foundation before they even start building on top. Okay? Anyway. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's like You know when the divine is doing something. You know when it's just not your flesh. Yes, I'm in the flesh. Yes. Obviously, you're looking at me, you're hearing me. This is not AI, you see. I don't even have on no. I thought I'd put on a little cover up today, but apparently the cover up didn't went away. But anyway, hoots. This is me. This is just me. Me on me on me on me. Okay? It's me. It's not AI. Okay? I got a little salt and pepper in my hair and stuff. At least see how fast the hair is growing. And then these are all things I've seen. So like I'm stepping into, and I have to keep focused to this version of me that is unfolding now, and just know that it's about to be really phenomenal. And I want to come back and I want to see videos like this, like in the beginning, so I can remind myself, like this is divine. This is not just me superficial. I just want to have this just to have this. No, this is me knowing that I'm on this freaking planet for a freaking purpose. And there's a lot of different things for me to do. And when I try to explain this to some people, I was explaining to somebody today, just do one thing at a time. I love you. I appreciate you. But I have to do everything that's in me to do. Because if it wasn't for me to do, it wouldn't be in me to do. And it's tricky explaining that to people sometimes because they may only have a few things inside of them, and that's okay. Do what's inside of you to do. But don't try to tell me, don't base what your capability is and say, I'm doing too goddamn much. I know not to do everything at once. I know this already, man. I know this. But I could do more than one thing. I could simultaneously do some things now. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. They'd be so shocked. Like, they're not used to that conversation. Their conversations is different. And I'm just like, okay. I'm going to take whatever wisdom you have to offer. I'm going to appreciate it. But I know I need to be around other people who mindset works in a business aspect, because business is complex. And I had to explain that to another elder today. Like, they're like, oh, somebody would have looked at what you did the wrong way. Why? I'm not feeling, listen, I cannot be you. I don't want to be you. I can't be you. I don't operate like you. I am who I am. You are who you are. And you lied to me. Because I saw the invoice. And I know I saw a 1. And I seen that 1 in the place of 1,000. Now, I don't know what was after. I don't know if it was zeros. I don't know if it was some numbers. Okay? But I saw the 1,000. So, I would like to see it. I'm asking. That's what I'm going to ask for. I want to see a copy. And I could, I'm going to be quiet. 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 You want to be quiet. You see, what I won't stand for is you want to, I'm trying to work with you. We trying to work together, and you trying to get over on me. Now, I could be wrong. We gonna find out. We gonna find out. Mm-hmm. 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 That part. We gonna see. But anyway, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. Because what I want to do, I'll be able to do it. And I don't need to knock anybody down. Like, I just need to sharpen things. And even like yesterday, yesterday was kind of like a continuation of me like knowing, just like, because first of all, before I left out, I was like all bothered. Well, not really bothered, but recuperating from an emotionally taxing prior day. And I fully recuperated, and I was like on the fence of whether I want to go out or not. But I'm like, I gave my word, so I'm gonna have to keep my word. So I'm gonna have to go out, and I'm so glad that I did, because it was like I was, just having a personal conversation. I don't know, did a whole hour of vlog almost. And in this personal conversation with myself, I was like, I need a boyfriend. I need a fix. Not that anything's broken, but I need to not be busting into a whole. I mean, the heat wave is happening naturally. And I'm not talking about hot flashes, okay? I'm not talking about that type of heat wave, people. I'm talking about the ovulating heat wave. I'm talking about the cat ring heat wave, okay? Look about that. I'm talking about that heat wave. And it's like, what just happened? Like, nothing happened. It just like a light switch. And I'm just like, oh. Because I can't scream until I get home. So I just be like, just take deep breaths. It's so funny. It's so funny. Because no, I mean, if you watch this, you'll know why the fuck I'm taking a deep breath. But you can take a deep breath for so many different reasons. You could just be like frustrated. Not that way, but just frustrated. Period. Like it could be anything. It could be anything that stimulates somebody to take a deep breath. So it's a safe way for me to process intensities when they happen. And I'd be like, I don't know if I've trained myself to run. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna run soon. But there's just a time and place, And no, I was in another space and I could have not ran, but that's okay. I didn't know then, but now I know, and I'm not gonna run this next time. I'm in a new place. It's gonna be up in your. And be like, why she all in my grill? We all in your grill. Show me those pretty ass. Uh, I love everything. Like, just everything, God. Everything. Hold up. But I said God custom to me, and me custom to them. Like I did say that. I did say that. I just didn't know that my custom was gonna be presented in such an amazing, phenomenal, astounding. Mm, 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 mm. Way. They teased me a little bit today. And I liked it. Because it's so true. So true. So true, so true, so true, so true, so true, so true. So I just wanted to share some of this vibrancy. Apparently, like, it has an effect on people. This is a good thing. So, which I kind of knew, but it's a mutual good thing. So this is what you've seen them. You've seen them. We've seen the power couples, and you think power couples is only a financial thing, but finance is just a part of it. It's a tool. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of times when we're presented with power couples like Beyonce and Jay-Z and Ciara and her man, and there's other ones, that we feel like it's a finance thing, and it's not a finance thing. The finance is money is a tool, people. These people that get on the stage. First of all, let's talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z. Let's talk about both of them. First of all, Mr. Carter is a business mogul. So is Mrs. Carter. Okay? And not only are they business moguls, they are into their fitness, they're into their health. Yeah, they may consume a bit of alcohol here and there, but I tell you one thing, they're gonna be rehydrating themselves. I'll tell you one thing, they taking their vitamins. I'll tell you one thing, they working out. I'll tell you one thing, they hitting the gym, baby. They taking care of their physical self. They ain't just getting on stage and just like, you know, to tour, to do a whole show, you sweating and you, what? Do you know the momentum you have to build up within yourself to do that? Have you gotten on a stage before? And did a whole concert? Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. You remembering all these chords. It's not easy. Then you got the jet lag. Oh, please. So these people, before they formed a union, they were already powerful naturally within themselves. Luckily, they had strong support systems and networks in place. But when they combined, yeah. So, always know that I am who I am. You know, the supports may have not been there before. And of course, there were people that seen, and it was just like, I'm gonna latch on, I'm gonna suck from you. You won't know. You won't know. No, I know when the motherfucker sucking from me. And then I had a motherfucker tell me, well, I ain't gonna suck from you. I'm gonna feed you. You gonna feed me. Huh? Sir. That's sounding very transactional. No, I want the real motherfucking thing. I want no transactions. You gonna give me energy. I'm gonna give you energy and we just gonna be good. No. Because the things that I'm interested in, you're not even interested in. I can't even talk to you about these things. I start talking about something and you are in one arena. And even though you're doing multiple things in one arena, you're in one arena. There's more to me than music. Music is a part of me. Yes. But there's more to me than music. We're going to do about my spirituality. We can't even have a spiritual talk because you're stuck at the church. I've graduated the church, boo-boo. Even though I listen to some Michael Beckwith and I be trying to ease them. Check this out. This will get you. And go serious into it. Like, don't just look at it and be like, hey, good. Or don't look at it at all. Be like, oh, I was too busy. Oh, well, then we don't got nothing to talk about for real. Because I don't get too busy for my spirituality. Yes, I've graduated the church. But spirituality and religion are two different things. So, are you going to think it's weird when I am catching my menses? You think it's weird when I'm pouring my menses to the earth? Probably think it's gross. Oh my God, why would you be collecting your blood? Why would you pour your blood on the ground? Why? Oh my God. That's not of God. That's sorcery. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like, there is no, you're nice and yeah, but no, you're not him. Cause him, I don't even have to have a conversation. I feel like this motherfucker helped me catch the bitches. Like, I feel like this motherfucker will pour it for me. I feel like this motherfucker will take me purposely with a sundress on, with no drawers on, and be like, stand right there and let it flow, baby. Like, that's the, yeah. With no problem. No quorums. Like, I feel like this motherfucker would teach me and show me things that I don't even really haven't even discovered yet. Like, so yeah, So, yeah. Again, there's more to me than music. And there's more to me than music and spirituality. There's a lot of complexities to me. I have a lot of different passions and things that I'm here to do. And so I need to be equally yoked. Equally yoked. And people think equally yoked, again, is a money thing. No, it goes beyond that because money is a construct that we have created. What outside of that? How is it? How do we match up outside of that? Where you don't have to go into an hour-long explanation of something that is natural to you, and vice versa. But we could still sit down and talk for hours because we have the same fucking interests, and we could come to solutions together. And matter of fact, if we just near each other, the solutions seem to come a little clearer. You don't even have to really be just being there. Well, this energy shit is interesting. That part. That whole part. Somebody liked it, didn't like it. Hey. It's 2025. If you're grossed out by nature and anything natural about a woman, that's on you. If you think it's cliche, because I see it. I see it. And I'm so glad to see it. I'm so glad to see women embracing their nature. I'm so glad to see it. And here they be talking about like, yeah. And I be like, go ahead, babies. Go ahead, babies. Ooh, I'm here. I'm here. Experiencing, But it's so good to see younger women like just being there freaking fierce feminine energy. Now you still got to grow, you still got to mature because you got to balance the two. You are a woman. You do have feminine energy, but you also have masculine energy. You have to balance, and you're learning, but you don't feel no way about it, and I love it because it's not disgusting. Our menses is not disgusting. It's a part of nature, and we really should be having days off, like how way back when we get together and we celebrate each other and all that other stuff. But we still trying to get to the celebrating each other part. We do it. We do it. I see us doing it. I do. So yeah. I said what I said. I meant what I said. And I'm going to get up off of here and eat me something and just come back. I'm going to come back to this video. My afro's going to be bigger. My legs are going to be more flexible. And who knows? Who knows? I may not even be in a video. I'm going to do another video. I'll be like, remember this? And I'm going to post it up and be like, look at now. Like, what I'm talking about. You know a lot of different shit. You know what I'm talking about. I be talking about you. I do. I be talking about you all goddamn time. They be like, what? They don't even know. But it shows. The glow shows. He's so diplomatic. And I pray just whatever transitions are necessary for whatever the divine has in place, that these transitions are smooth because they can be, yes, complex, but it doesn't have to be harsh. It could be smooth. And I know people's feelings are valid, but like that doesn't make it right for you to intentionally try to make something more difficult just because you're in your feelings. You're entitled to your feelings. Feel your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings. But also see what's at the core. See what's at the core. Because a lot of times we want to blame other people for what's happening. But that's the easy to do. Sometimes you just got to look in the mirror and say, this is who I am. I got myself here. Do I like who I am right now? Do I love who I am right now? Did I just get comfortable with what I thought this expectation was going to be? And now this expectation is not what I want it to be. And now I feel like somebody did something wrong to me. Were there signs to show me that maybe I need to put more attention in certain departments? And I just said, no, I need to do that. I need to do that. Yeah, no. I'm the only one that will accept all of this. Accept all of this. Do you not accept it? Are you not inspired? Are you not on the, is that not part of your purpose? You just wanted someone good. So when this person told you these things, it sounded good, but even though you knew that that's not what you really were passionate about, sounded good, but you weren't passionate about, because it's work. It's work, people. People want to see solutions, but they don't want to work towards the solutions. Or they get tired, and it's okay to get tired. Rest and get the fuck back up. The shit don't stop. We are evolving. Our communities are evolving. Our fucking whole planet is evolving right now. You have your time of rest. You have your time of respite. And then you get back at it. You don't stop. And then, so why are you gotta admit it. You want to admit the truth. It wasn't for you. It was exciting, and it was, I get it. Like, I get, being young and excited. But you didn't think beyond then? Because I be thinking about 80s. I ain't talking about 80s the year I was born in. I'm talking about me in my 80s. I be watching these sisters that's in their daggone 70s, fit as a snicker. And I be like, yeah, let me get these legs together. Because go ahead, Grandma. Go ahead. There's one called Mama Dot. Mama Dot is 67 years old. And when I tell you she shows her whole fit tail to the publics. Now, I don't want to show my fit tail to the publics, but this tail being fit. Oh, yes. That. Thank you for showing it to the public. So I know that 80 doesn't have to, or 70 doesn't have to be crippled. Because not that I ever expected to be crippled. Shit, I did my crippling when I be like, I did that cripple shit like the first part of my life. I ain't doing that cripple shit no more. Okay? That's gonna be my attitude. But yeah, like, I think about that. I think about me in my 80s. And yeah, I think about me in my 60s. I think that far ahead, people. So yes, I'm present. Yes, I am enjoying the stage I'm in now, because some people be like, oh, you're too old, you should give up and just get comfortable with a steady job. No. My cafe is opening again, and this time it ain't gonna close. My community organization is functional again. And I got a wonderful board of directors. Ain't going nowhere this time. Because I'm going to have to give them some compensation. I get it. And I got other businesses. Everything I love to do, I'm making a business out of it, people. I want to help people, business. I like matcha, business. I like music, business. Multiple businesses. Yes. Capital, not only for the capital purposes, for the purposes of impacting people's lives in positive ways. And people see it. People can see it. I had a sister tell me, hire me when you open your practice. Ma'am, if you just wanted to have my heart, you could have just said, Miss Bay, give me your heart, please. Because you telling those words to me, and I didn't even discuss any of my aspirations for you to see that part of me emerging. You can see that part of me emerging. Look, this is why I be smiling all the goddamn time. 'Cause stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. And no, it's not happening overnight. Yes, it had to do with a lot of preparation. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. But to be the the girl, because there's still a little girl of me. And that's another thing. Like, how do our inner childs get along? It's another thing that's just, like, had me so smitten. Because I'm like, our inner childs get along good. You know how it is. You remember being a fucking child on the playground. You didn't get along with every goddamn body. You just didn't. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that in adulthood. We still have inner childs in us. And everything on the surface could be great. But your inner child don't get along with my inner child. Or vice versa. And that could cause a conflict of interest. And you could stifle, be like, well, I ain't a child no more. When I was a child, I did childish things. And now I'm an adult and I do things like an adult. You still got an inner child inside of you, motherfucker. Yes, you do things as an adult now. So you're not going to, like, throw a tantrum. But you're going to be bothered in a way that you going to be like, versus you being bothered in a healthy way. There's differences. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on and on. And one day I will be going on and on and on and on and on. For compensation, but until then, I've already dedicated a free hour of my thoughts and where I have grown to and how I recognize I still have lots of growing to do, but I feel really good about this growth that's happening because now the network and the support is there in place, solidified, and so now I'm just like, okay, I feel a bit motivated a little bit. I know I may not want to, do exercises and things of that, but I'm going to feel good doing it even when I don't want to because I know what the end picture is. And that was another thing my professor left with us. Like, look at where you're going. Look at the finish. Don't get too wrapped up in the present. Look at the finish because you're good. And I'm just like, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's what I'm going to look at. That's what's going to help me on my fitness journey. I'm going to just keep at it. Taking in my nutrition, moving, and developing fitness plans, modifying them, and see the growth and just stay consistent and stay grateful and stay evolving into my better me because guess what? You gotta realize I'm not the only person that thinks that that's important or cool or, that's striving for that. There's other people that's striving also to be better versions of themselves, and I feel like I'm gonna continuously do that. So it serves right to be in a sacred union with somebody who's also on that wavelength, who's not like, I'm just gonna do this until here and I'm just gonna do nothing after that. Just, travel. No, they're like, I'm gonna travel and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this. And I was like, do it, baby, do it. What else you gotta do? What you gonna do? Let's do it. And not because I got the energy to do all of that stuff, but because I have the ambition. I gotta get my energy levels up, okay? But I still ain't gonna stop. Yeah, I'm gonna support it because it's amazing. Because I get the picture. The picture is you want to be of service and get out everything that's been put inside of you. So let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Do it good. Oh, my neck, my back. Oh, bye, people. Because I keep talking.